German prosecutors have charged Volkswagen's former CEO, Martin Winterkorn, with serious fraud. That's over his part in the diesel emissions cheating scandal that engulfed Volkswagen and other car makers. Winterkorn is the first auto company boss to be charged over the scandal in Germany.
Volkswagen is the Germany's largest corporation. It is Germany Inc., where based in Wolfsburg, Germany. It generated almost $220,000 billion of revenue in 2014. Volkswagen employees is about 600,000 of people worldwide and nearly 300,000 employees in Germany and 29 plants across the country. Volkswagen Group is major German automobile manufacturer. Volkswagen production sites are located in Europe, America, Africa, and Asia. Let us go through the chronology of the scandal, what and how this scandal can occur. Other than Martin Winterkorn, their former company executive had been alleged because they knew about the cheating. The public prosecutors has widened the investigation to include Chairman Hans-Dieter Spoch, who was Volkswagen's chief financial officer. Schmidt, as an engineer and environmental office at Michigan, pleaded guilty to charge of conspiracy to defraud the federal government and violation of the Clean Air Act. Volkswagen installed an emission-based software on more than 500,000 diesel cars in the US and roughly 10.5 million more worldwide that allows them to send the unique parameters of an emission. Drive cycles set by the Environmental Protection Agency. In the test mode, the cars are fully complying with all federal emission levels. But when driving, normally the computer switches to a separate mode, significantly changing things such as the fuel pressure and injection timing and the amount of fluid sprayed into the exhaust, while this mode likely delivers higher mileage and power. It also produces more nitrous oxide or NOx emissions, a pollutant linked to lung cancer. The cars were producing almost 40 times more than the federal limit on pollutant, meaning that they were not controlling the pollutant as much as they claimed they would. Volkswagen lied about the emissions their cars were producing in order to gain a competitive advantage in an attempt to persuade people to buy their cars. They also lied about the efficiency of their cars, and this completely goes against their aim to have a positive impact on society. Due to the scandal, 90% of Volkswagen drivers are affected to the diesel pollution, and they said that they have to be paid. Nearly 11 million vehicles have defeated the device, and 5 of Volkswagen 12 brands are affected. The implications of the scandal go beyond the company. From the case, there are 4 lessons that I learned, where first, cheating never pays. Second, use powers for good. Third, the image of the company or brand. Fourth, lack of environmental issue. Being unethical in corporate transaction rarely pays off in the long run. In addition to recalling 11 million cars with cheating systems, Volkswagen must now brace for an onslaught of litigation, large penalties, declining stock values, and devastated brand expectations. The effect were far greater than any beneficial benefits. The company's weak corporate governance is the root cause of the diesel emission scandal. They also lack of diversity, expertise, and independence. According to the Corporate Governance Code 2017, the board should set the strategic objectives of the company, ensure that the necessary resources are available so that the company can meet its objectives, and review management performance. The board should set the values and standards of the company and ensure that its obligation to its shareholder and stakeholders are understood and fulfilled. However, in the case, Volkswagen does not carry out its assigned tasks with dedication. They knew what was happening, but just kept quiet. This has affected the company's relationship with shareholders and customers. The objective of the company also cannot be achieved. As a result of the diesel scandal, Volkswagen experienced a decline in sales figures, profits, and stock price. In response to the crisis arising from the diesel emissions scandal, Volkswagen management has put together major organizational changes designed to minimize the risk of similar offences in the future. With new leadership, corporate restructuring, and the evolution of corporate strategy, Volkswagen seeks to quickly shift away from the diesel emission scandal and redefine the company on very different terms. Volkswagen's new strategy focuses more on electrification. This approach is considered successful as many customers has returned and sales figures continue to increase.